At Canon, they, at Canon, at Canon, at Canon, at Canon, they release, at Canon, they share with, at Canon, they share with us some special, at Canon, they share with us, at Canon, they share with us some cool technology about the DP roll format. They, at Canon, at Canon, they share with us some cool technology behind. At Canon, at Canon, they share with us some cool DP roll technology. At Canon, they share with us some cool technology about. At Canon, they share with us some cool technology that can make your regular photo into 3D using DP raw files. At Canon, at Canon, they release. At Canon, they share with us some cool technology. At Canon, they share with us some cool technology that can turn your regular photo into a 3D image. At Canon, at Canon, they share with us some cool technology that can turn your regular photo into 3D image. So there's a format. So there's a format called DP RAW, dual pixel RAW format. So Canon, they have a format called dual pixel RAW format. So Canon have a file. So when you're Canon have a file called dual pixel RAW format, so you can capture actually two image at the same time. Canon have a dual pixel RAW format that basically take a same picture with a different angle at the same time, because the sensor is split in half in every pixel, so it basically capture like a left and right eye effect that you can create some 3D image out of. So the dual pixel RAW format. So the dual pixel RAW format first release. The dual pixel RAW format release. The dual pixel RAW format. Dual pixel RAW format. It's basically like the dual pixel RAW format is actually no. So dual pixel RAW. So dual pixel RAW format. So dual pixel RAW format is actually. So dual pixel RAW format is actually capturing like two image at the same time with a slightly different angle. So this is dual pixel RAW. In a dual pixel RAW, you can adjust like the focus, like chromatic aberration, that kind of stuff in Canon's proprietary software. So dual pixel RAW, you are actually, so if you use Canon camera and you shoot dual pixel RAW format, it's actually capturing dual. If you use Canon camera and you shoot dual pixel RAW, you are actually capturing two images at the same time with slightly different angles. So if you use Canon cameras and you capture dual pixel RAW format, it's actually capturing two images at the same time with slightly different offset. So if you use Canon camera and you shoot dual pixel RAW, you are actually capturing two images at the same time with slightly different angle. So what we can do right now, we can adjust the focus. Like if the focus is on my nose, I can adjust the focus back to my eyeballs, back to my iris, that kind of stuff. So dual pixel RAW right now, you can adjust the focus point. So dual pixel RAW right now, you only can adjust like something. So dual pixel RAW right now, you can only adjust. So dual pixel RAW right now, you can only adjust like slightly adjust the focusing. So dual pixel RAW right now, you can only adjust the focusing, just slightly adjust the focusing, like the autofocus maybe focus on my nose. You can dial back into my iris, that kind of stuff, like micro adjustment, that kind of stuff. But the dual pixel 3D, this is actually kind of special because you are capturing a single 2D image, but it can generate some kind of 3D image out of that sensor. So the dual pixel technology reminds me of this Litro camera. So the dual pixel technology let me reminds the dual pixel Canon are doing, the dual pixel technology Canon are doing, let me reminds of this Litro camera. It's a light filled camera, so it's basically doing almost the same thing after 12, 13 years. Because the Litro camera, you can also adjust the focusing, but you can adjust more like crazy close up in like infinity focusing point. The dual pixel RAW, you can only adjust like a little bit. So the Canon dual pixel RAW, so the Canon dual pixel RAW format, the Canon dual pixel RAW format reminds me of this Litro camera, the light field camera, because they're basically doing almost the same thing after 12, 13 years. Yeah. So Litro camera, you can capture. So Litro camera is a light field camera, so you can actually capture and so the Litro camera, you can actually capture and refocus it later, a little bit like dual pixel AF. And you can also create 3D image out of this Litro camera, a little bit like dual pixel 3D. So it's basically almost the same thing, but with different technology and software. And what everyone are talking about these days, and what everyone talking about, like AI stuff. Litro camera.